Hey, hi guys, welcome to Football Brownie. Hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe, and spreading the love in this big, bad world of ours. Check that ticker bar below. Before I go any further, please like, share, most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Remember, subscription is free. Try to say all that after vodka and coke and a speech impediment, but subscription is free. Don't forget notification bell. The new channel figures are above. And many thanks for helping the channel expand and improve the content. Okay, tonight it is Burnley Southampton. Very important game for Burnley. Southampton too, really. They can get up the league. Remember, every position is worth £2 million. And for a team like Southampton, they want to finish as high up the table as possible to have a better spending pot for the summer. So anyway, before we go any further, right? Let's check out the team news. Okay. Starting off with Burnley, you got Nick Pope, Connor Roberts, Tarkovsky, Collins, Taylor. Remember, unfortunately, the Burnley player had a bad injury at West Ham on Sunday. Got Jack Cork, boo. Used to play for Swansea, by the way. Jay Rodriguez and Weghorst. Now, it's the first time I'm going to watch that Weghorst. And for Southampton, here we go. Fraser Forster. About knock that off. Fraser Forster, Kyle Walker-Peters, Brad Narek, Romo, Ward-Prowse. Be interesting to see what performance he puts in tonight. Armstrong, Boha. There you go. So those are the starting lineups, and let's see what the game brings. What do you think the game will be, guys? I am going for a convincing Southampton win, actually. I don't know why. Don't tell me why. Don't ask me why. But I'm going for maybe 2 or 3-0 Southampton. Am I going to be well off with that prediction or what? You guys let me know. Because obviously. Oh yeah, 1 second. Still haven't kicked off yet. So, oops. Premier League. Here we go. A glimpse of Premier League. Forget about the top. We all know. We're just focusing on the bottom today. There's Burnley. Same amount of games as Everton. 4 points difference, but the running Everton has is really tough. And with Southampton, Southampton win, they could go from 13th to 9th above Leicester. So that was a bit of a bloody leap for Southampton. Remember, every place in the Premier League, when you finish on a finishing table, is worth £2 million. Remember, so it's nothing to be nothing a joke at, really. Okay, let's go into chat. Raj, what's happening, brother? Hi, Raj. Hope you well, my friend. Hope you well, brother. Hey, Randy. There, about time, Randy. I'd missed you. I thought I offended you, if I'm honest with you. I thought I offended you. That's what I meant. I thought, no, I haven't. I was sure you offended me. It could have been one of those drunken streams, but hey, no, we had a good chat, Randy, and I'm glad that you're working hard at the moment and putting a graft in and sending me a super chat because of the amount of graft he's putting in. Has this bloody frozen on me? Sure it has. Must have kicked off by now. Oh, it has. 3.5 minutes. The screen froze. I thought it hadn't kicked off. Raj says, are you a Cardiff? I am, mate. I am Cardiff through and through. I would bleed blue and white. Okay, so just kicked off. 3.5 minutes gone. And Southampton on the attack already. Brownie always offends me with going on for Sasha. No, nothing going on, my friend. Nothing going on. No, nothing's gone. It's finito now. It is finito. I promise. I promise. Okay, so I'm trying to get off a quick start, really. Walker Peters. Oh, he won a throw in. Fair play to him. He won a throw in. Fair play to him. So how's work, then, Randy? And Raj, who do you support, then, my friend? I see you vids on Facebook. I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. So now you're on YouTube. I do hope that you subscribe. And, well, I hope that my videos give you a little bit of enjoyment, Raj. But, yeah. Oh, he's Cardiff as well. Moppy's in the house. Hi, Moppy. Just spoke to you. Update on the hoodies. Oh boy, I am screaming at them. There's a kind of an update, right? They've used DHL. I've tracked them. They are somewhere in Dubai. Sorting off its DHL, right? But as the customer, I am not able to speak to DHL. DHL have to speak to the supplier because they are effectively the customer, and I would say within a couple of days I will have them, check them over, and then I know you sent me your address on Instagram, Randy. Can you do it on Twitter, my friend? Can you do it a DM on Twitter, my friend? And I will be getting. Let me just see the quality on it first, and I hope that you guys. I think with imports into the UAE, they're more stricter than what they would be in New Zealand. That's the only theory I can think of. But the customer service is not that good, mate, to be honest. Billy Province, yeah. Raj is Cardiff, Canton, from Canton. We're in Canton, Raj. I lived a little bit in Canton. St. John's Crescent. That's where I lived. Can't remember a number. I'm going back a few years now, but St. John's Crescent I lived. Then I also lived in Pontcanna. But in Canton, St. John's Crescent I lived. I'm talking through many years ago now, though. And it works good, making proper friends. Good man. I told you it will happen in the end, Randy, didn't I? Southampton over with a bloody hell. Good clean header, but just missed the target there. I told you it will happen in the end, mate. Keep the faith. Cheddars, hi Cheddars. Just did a brownie and missed my flight. Oh. Go on, tell us more, Cheddars. Tell us more info. Well, you're going to Cyprus, I'm assuming. That's going to be a tough game Saturday. Made Sheffield top class side. Yeah, but the form has been very patchy of late. I thought Southampton again on the attack. Shot is blocked. Shot scoop. Tell you what. Hang on 1 second. I am going to put a bet on this. Southampton are really up for it. And if they get an early goal, I think the floodgates could happen. But, okay, got 3-0 Southampton at 20-1. Look, don't gamble. My predictions in recent times have been absolute shite. So please don't follow my bloody predictions. I predicted Sheffield United to get back up the table. They have, but since they got in the playoff area, their form has been potchy. Oh, that's a proper Cardiff accent, isn't it? I told you. Malaysia. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to swear in Espanol. Raj, they got that Gibbs right. He's a tight little player. Yeah. That wouldn't happen with Bamba. I think issues have happened upstairs with him. They wouldn't take him back, mate, no matter what. Uh, Mikey Pops, Iggy Pops. You probably watch Iggy Pops, mate. He loves his live music. There's Moppy. Rob Wilson. Hey, no worries, my friend. No worries, Rob. And guys, listen. If you're into your Formula One, or even if not into your Formula One, and you appreciate a channel which is going to go places, I'm telling you, Rob with his graphics and so on is going to go places. Please check out Rob Wilson's channel. Rob, put a link into your channel as well, brother, and please check out his channel and give him some support. Give him some Brownie support. Still 0-0, 10 minutes gone. Going to make a Judas, but I've done that before. I've done that many times before, Raj. It doesn't make you feel better. It makes you feel worse, especially when you're collecting the winnings. But, that's fucking Cardiff for you. Okay, and guys, listen, don't know if you've done it yet, but yesterday I had you know what? The feedback has been brilliant. Feedback has been brilliant. And I felt so comfortable in doing it personally. As former footballer interviews go, I think it was one of the best. Feedback has been brilliant. Whenever you got time, please check out my interview with Warren Barton, former Wimbledon Newcastle legend. Also, as well, he had some great words to say about Guy Speed because he roommated with Guy Speed for 3 years at Newcastle. And had a couple of good stories, funny stories. And also, he was also captain of Derby towards the end of his career. And it's quite strange what's happening at Derby now compared to what happened in his day, where basically he had to help out with a lot of off-field issues at the time. And really good. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I'm sure you guys would too. All for the money, mate. Cardiff. No, I know. And he's many thanks, Raj. Much appreciated. And please, help the channel grow by telling your friends and so on. Good luck with the channel. No worries, mate. No worries. Much appreciated. Freaking IPTVs do my head nothing. Burnley already won a fucking hell, man. Fuck's sake. I can't believe it. Can't fucking believe it. I put 3-0 on Southampton. Fucking TV goes down. Stay safe, mate. Yeah, you too, my friend. You too, my friend. I can't believe that. Fucking frozen. It frozen at kickoff. I missed the first 3.5 minutes. It froze again. I missed the first fucking goal now. Fucking hell. Okay, Burnley on the attack now. We could work a second year. Pope spread himself wide. I knew Randy would laugh. I fucking knew. He always laughs at my bloody my bad luck. Fuck's sake, man. My bet is fucking down now as well. Okay, where we gonna go? Southampton a 4-1 to win. Oh, Connor Roberts as well. And to top it off, then, freaking Swansea, former Swansea player. doing? What bloody doing you? Still gonna go 3-1. I told you my betting is shit of late, didn't I? Okay, Southampton, right, 14. What are we on? 14-20. Cross come in, headed away quite easily by Tchaikovsky. Tchaikovsky was a bloody music. Tarkovsky. So Southampton, they are on a front foot. They are on a front foot. The Brown Baron. Yeah, no. Mobby, you seen that? You watched that interview, didn't you? And you said it was good. I do think it was one of her best bands. I'm not trying to blow my fucking hot air up my ass, but I do think it was one of my best. I think it was because Warren Barton works in the media, and I found it very easy to talk to him. Next interview is next week, of course. Who it will be will remain a secret. Okay, so this is how it stands. With Burnley winning at the moment, this is how it stands the live table. Well, I thought it was a live table. Heck yeah, now. Yes, right. This is live table. Burnley's still in 18th, but only a point behind Everton. Obviously, Everton got a game in hand, but you know what? Everton's games are freaking hard work. Mobby said the interview was very good. Oh, Burnley, great stop there by Fraser Forster. Bloody hell. Southampton are back all over the shop. Uh, Very good. Well, Mobby, about time you give me some credit over the years. Do you know what I mean? And freaking frozen again. Sick of this. I'm sick of this poxy IPTV I got. Randy, come on, Liverpool. Are Liverpool playing tonight, man? Randy, being an Arsenal fan, how were you feeling after last night's game, Randy? Okay, 16, nearly 17 minutes gone. Is that going to be a Burnley corner? It isn't. The referee's given a goal kick. Rand said, I knew Burnley would win 3-0. I do think there is goals in this. I do think it is goals in this. Surprised Danny Ings isn't playing. No, he plays for bloody Villa, that's why. Oh, fuck it, no. Okay, while the ball is out to play, cheap plug for the channel. Please like, share, most importantly, subscribe to Football with Brownie. Channel figures are above. Help us out. Help us out. There is going to be a live and late night Q&A tonight as well. I got one of the Treaty United guys coming on just to introduce himself. And anything goes, really. He knows it's anything goes. I've told him to get a drink in as well. And, buckle up and enjoy your ride type of thing. Randy says, as the Arsenal fan, he says, "Oh, God, say, well, if it's only Saka score that penalty, Randy's a modern day fucking league now, for fuck's sake. Right, listen, hold fire. I need to top up my drink. Talk amongst yourselves, and Southampton on the attack, 18 minutes." Okay, guys, do apologise. I'm back. I'm back. Topped up my drink. It is now just well 5 past 11 here in Dubai. So currently 1-0 to Burnley. Brownie's missed half a game, but that's what a watch along is all about, in fun and games. Okay, Burnley with a corner then. Punched away by Forster, not far away, but he gathers in the end, and it's still 1-0. I gone for 3-1. Southampton. Can they get 3 goals, you think? We'll see. Cheddar says I'm in Amsterdam. Go on, Cheddar's lad. Go on, Cheddar's lad. Hey, Cheddar's, did you get a ticket for the Frankfurt game, West Ham Frankfurt? Burnley now on the attack. 21 minutes gone, they 1-0 up. Down the right hand side. Low cross. Found a striker. But Forster, you know what? He's a very underrated keeper, isn't he, for Forster, I think. Missed my flight on a. Oh, go on. Oh, Cheddars. That's gonna be a horrible trip, isn't it? Horrible coach trip. Oh, jeez. As you get older, those coach trips from Europe to the UK get absolutely horrible. They really are. I'd rather just wait for the next flight myself. Okay, so still 1-0 Burnley. I would have just waited, Cheddars. Okay, so still 1-0 Burnley. 22 and a half minutes gone. 300 for. Oh, yeah. Because Easter, in it, back home, I think. Easter back home. I get that. So how long were you in Amsterdam for then, Cheddars? Just over 23 minutes, and Burnley's still 1-0. Couldn't tell you what the goal was like because my IPTV froze. Absolutely great, eh? It's still 1-0 anyway. Southampton come out of the blocks quite quickly, but I'm assuming it was a counter attack, but I really do not know. If anyone in the chat can let me know what the goal was like, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, looking at the Burnley owner, I think the camera was, and some of the basically how he took over Burnley is like a Glazer kind of takeover, whereas none of his own money, it's all borrowed, and if Burnley do go down, they are facing a huge financial crisis. I think part of the deal with the old owner. Oh, header from a corner. Oh, and he hit it point blank, and the header went against the post. How on earth did he hit the post? He's so close. That could easily have been 2-0 to Burnley. They're really up for it now, though. Quite end to end this game, in all fairness. Southampton tried to counter, no good. Yeah, the takeover of Burnley is really, really questionable. Simon Jordan is always on about it in Talk Sport. It's basically a Glazer kind of takeover. You buying on debt, you chucking loads of debt onto the club, and you're hoping that it pays for itself. If they go down, oh, God knows what will happen to the club. Um, and I think it may well be a clause in the deal. Some Burnley fans tell me that it could be a clause in the deal that if they do go down, then the club automatically gets transferred back to the old owner. Whether or not there's money involved, I don't know, but it's kind of a strange takeover. Cheddar says 2 nights. Oh, I hope you enjoyed, my friend. I hope you enjoyed. Remember, Football Brownie condoms are available soon, Cheddar, so no comment. And guys, if you do like content, the content is improving every single day. Please check the pinned. Oh, Cross come over. Southampton striker missed it. Please, check out our membership pinned at the top of the chat. Cheapest membership is $1.99. There is a $4.99 membership as well. If you do become a member for $4.99, you do eventually, because I know bloody Randy's in the chat, you do eventually get a free Football with Brownie hoodie as well. So, and the hoodies, if you wanted to buy them, without becoming a member, costs around about 30 quid. So it just shows how much you'd be saving. $4.99 compared to 30 quid for the same item, yeah. Okay, so Burnley 1, Southampton 0, 27 minutes gone. It has been quite an entertaining game, if I'm honest with you. My IPTV messed up at beginning, so I don't know what the goal actually was like. But we will see. Okay, yeah, it will be a late night Q&A tonight as well. I know some of you have missed. I didn't do one last night because the interview with Warren Barton finished my time quite late, and I thought, no, let's have a night off it. But hey, Cheddars, I forgot if you're gonna be traveling for 16 hours, right? Make sure you download the Football Brownie podcast, and you can listen to your heart content of the nonsense that comes out of my mouth. The last Q&A will actually dropped today on there as well. So there you go. We are going places, my friend. We are going places. Okay, long ball by Burnley. Over the top, I tell you what. Oh, tell you what. An easy long ball created so much bloody uh, nervousness within the Southampton defence. The flag went up, but they didn't. In no way they knew about the flag uh, at the time. Very, very late flag. So at the moment, Burnley 8 shots, 8 attempts, 4 on target, Southampton 4 attempts with 0 on target. I think it just shows the home side are now gradually getting on top because at the start Southampton will come out of blocks quite quickly. Okay, Southampton on the edge of a Burnley area now, trying to pass it into the goal really, but the shot come off Connor Roberts, boo, the ex-Swansea player, and has gone for Southampton corner. Gary, hi Gary, hope you're well, my friend. He says hello to everybody. Hi Guy, hope you're well. Guy, what do you think about last night's game, my friend? As the cross come in, Pope, gets his fingertips to it, and it's gone for another Southampton corner. Guy, what do you think of game last night? Well played, you guys. Are you still Arteta out? That's the question I'm putting to you. Okay, so another corner. Ball comes in. Oh, again, the same guy. Bloody hell! He met the ball with his forehead. So directing it, 2 bullet headers are completely off the bloody target. Gary says, enjoyed the game last night, taking a 3 point. Now we need to win. Not Arteta in. You know what? I can still see what he's trying to do. Look, he's a new manager. I know he's been there for years, but he's still got. I remember Alex Ferguson made some mistakes, but because they still won the games, I remember him buying Juan Sebastian Veron for like 20 odd million, and I was a record at that time. And Veron was absolutely terrible for Man United. Ferguson made some real bad deals, buys if you look at it on the whole, but but at the time United, it was only really them and Arsenal. Nowadays, when you got basically countries or states fueling financing football clubs, you've got Newcastle will be in it soon. And with that in mind, you really have to have to congratulate West Ham on how they doing, how they are up there and challenging for European places. It's extraordinary, really. Cheddars, if 3 for 4 are more consistently, yeah, I do agree. He did get into the the England setup, didn't he? When he was at Celtic, I think. Guy says football today doesn't give you 10 years there, right, too much money involved, and also as well, though, Guy, too much impatience is involved. Football fans, especially in social media, are so impatient these days, and it's not good for the game. If I'm honest with you, it really ain't good for a game. Teams need to put money into a club if they go with the Arteta model. Yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. The days of another Ferguson in football are long gone. Just look at Sean Dyche now. We're watching Burnley at the moment. It's actually disgraceful that they got rid of him. However, it could actually come good if they win this game. They had a point at West Ham. I wonder how long Eddie Howe will be at Newcastle. I think he accepts that he's just a bloody stepping stone, isn't he? As Burnley try to attack, the ball overhit and goes for a goal kick. Yeah, I mean, look at Ferguson. Ferguson was appointed 87, I think. I think he was 87. And either second or third season, he finished 13th. 13th. This is Man United we're talking about. And, it was an FA Cup game in 89, I think. Was it the quarter final against Forest? And basically, if he lost that, he would have had the sack. And Mark Robbins, a youngster, he chucked a youngster on Mark Robbins, who's now Coventry manager. And he scored the winner. And the rest is history. They went on to win the FA Cup that year. And, yeah. And he managed to get rid of... managed to get rid of some of the players. And Burnley on it. Oh, nice one too. Nice little triangle there. Managed to get rid of some of the old guard, which have been blighting the club for many years, even before you arrived. Cheddar says, Arsenal need to ignore results and look what Arteta. I know. I get it. Yeah. I agree with you. The squad is very thin, isn't it? The squad is very thin. And football as well, right? Football has changed. I knew that when, like a year or two ago, I mentioned this on a few shows. The mindset of footballers, the mercenary mindset of footballers and football agents, I knew it was changing, and it really has changed now, right? Where, we are not playing FIFA or Championship Manager. I don't even know if Championship Manager still goes on the consoles these days, or Football Manager, or whatever management, right? We are not playing one of them. Where football fans saying, right, sell him, sell him, sell him. Man United fans have been doing it a lot lately. Like, get rid of sell Maguire, sell bloody, I don't know, fucking McTominay's, right? But the contracts these players are on at Man United, the mercenary mindset of footballers now are like, okay, you won't sell me. You will not sell me because I won't agree to be sold. Because I will not take a pay cut. Footballers nowadays don't really care if they play or not. Their mindset is that it's a short career. I'll just make as much money as I possibly can. If that means sitting on the bloody sidelines until I run my contract down, so be it. Football fans, they can't get their head around that. They can't get it. I don't know, guys. Am I right in what? Can't compare Klopp many years as a manager in a state of Liverpool. Still had solid base to Arteta. Yeah, but Gary, when Klopp took over, the thing is, when Klopp took over, right? Okay, they had a bad year or two before, but they ran United. They're in second place. Remember, it was only a year or two that Steven Gerrard had that slip. They should have won the league then. So when Klopp took over, he still had a very, very good base in the team. When Arteta took over, he had donkeys, really. You can, if I'm honest with you can compare Ferguson taking over to Arteta. You can. I know it's a long time ago, but the level or the standard of United back then was crap. Most who booed weren't even United. You just said the same as me. Oh, I apologise if I did, Guy. I don't know. I've had a couple of vodkas. Well, hey, it's about time we freaking agreed on something anyway, Gary, isn't it? Okay, 39 and a half minutes gone, still 1-0 to Burnley. Cheddars, weirdest thing was when Maguire was booed by England fans. I think it was because of his selection, Cheddars. Remember, Southgate did say that he would select players on form. Maguire wasn't on form. We could all name one or two centre halves who were in better form than them. I think he was booing the selection rather than the player himself. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so I think it's a water break or maybe an injury break. It's still 1-0 to Burnley. I just seen a goal. Connor Roberts. It was a good strike. Good strike. Uh, Put it on his left foot and curled it into the corner there. Cheddar's journey update. I've just sent to Belgium. Cheddar's, do you want to come on? If I send you the link. And Gary, if you want to come on as well, more than welcome. Right, bear with me, guys. Bear with me. 2 minutes. Gary, I'll send you the link now. One moment. One moment. One moment, Guy. Thank God you just tweeted me now. I don't know if you used this platform before, Guy, but it's quite simple, really. I've just sent you the link, my friend. So, 42 and a half minutes gone. Burnley 1, Southampton 0. Maguire's getting Zaka treatment. Yeah, it could be that's a good point, Guy, if I'm honest with you. That's a good point, I think. Okay, Burnley on the attack. Cross, I think, was deflected behind, I think. Yep, and it's a Burnley. It's a Burnley corner. Okay, Burnley corner then. Good header. Go 2-0. Good clean header again. There's been some clean headers tonight. Burnley 2-0. Collins. Yeah. Okay, so let's check out the live. I have to refresh that. Well, I still haven't updated, but yeah, still Burnley staying 18th. Still point behind. They're definitely on form now, though, aren't they? They're gonna win. They're gonna win tonight, I think. So that'd be 4 points out of possible 6 going into a relegation scrap. Gary coming on. Gary, did you get the link? There is a VAR check on this. I think he did touch it, but come on. Surely not. Yeah, he's giving it. He just wanted to sort out his green screen.
Hello.
Hi, Gary. How are you, my friend?
Good. Good. How are you doing?
So, as we go into, added time, it's Burnley 2, Southampton 0. Gary, tell us about last night's game. Come on, Arsenal fan.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I wasn't expecting it at all. I mean, none of us were. I don't think most fans were expecting anything like that.
Yeah.
If we got a draw, we would have been happy. I would have taken a draw based on how we were playing. So then you hear all the stories about their lineup. They're disrespecting us and all of that. And maybe they had to rest their players, one because of the last two games they played, right? So
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, it's a short week, right? So if you're gonna take a rest, you might take it midweek anyway. So it came back
Hey,
to
at the
haunt
end of the
them.
day, you got to beat what's in front of you. That's the main
Oh,
thing.
definitely. I mean, we've played. I mean, just to say that that's the reason why we won is one thing, because we lost 3 games in a row, and
Yeah,
all three of those teams weren't playing with what would be their first starter, first team starters. So it is what it is. Like you said, it's you just play, and if they're going to give you those opportunities, you take them. If we don't are not clinical with our opportunities, it doesn't matter. The game's probably too. We might even lose.
yeah.
We might even lose. So we're taking the 3 points right now. Um, it's all for naught if we come out this weekend and do what we did in the previous 3 games. So
Yeah.
gotta.
Hey, and give your channel a plug as well.
Oh yeah, so as you can see there at DWTT's name of my channel, The Trip is my show that I do on Mondays, late nights, 12:30 a.m. for those in the UK. So it's a little late for you guys, but if you're up, come join us. I try not to be like the other shows, so I try to do something a little bit different. So we do
Yeah,
talk about the game, but then we'll go off on tangents and enjoy the conversation. So check it out
yeah.
if you're around and about.
And are you Arteta in or Arteta out?
Yeah, I'm not Arteta in right now, so that I can tell you that much. I'm not Arteta in.
Yeah,
Like I said, I know what he's trying to do. I know all those things, but for me, if he's your man, then they need to back him. I don't think they backed him well enough, or they don't. He doesn't have the right people around him. So
I
for
agree.
me,
I agree.
for me, it's a lot of that. It's more that than it is anything. I mean, if the plan is to have a manager in his place, and you're not gonna fill in the other holes around him, like above him and below him, then you need a better manager, because that's the one thing you can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
A better manager, more seasoned manager coming into that situation is going to get more out of their team. So that's kind of why I'm like Arsenal in. I don't care if they keep him or let him go, but they can't just leave him out to dry. Can't leave him hanging. He needs to get supported.
I get that, guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Guy, right. Let's put this to you. Right, they're not in Europe this season, and I think that's benefited them. 1 second. Right. Now I don't think the squad, the squad depth is worrying just on for the league, right?
yep.
Do you think that getting rid of any players during the summer would benefit because they need to get that bring players in to get that squad depth? Okay, it's going to be it's going to be more players just not doing anything majority of the season, but you never know when you need to call them to be called upon.
Yeah. Well, Arteta, the way it's working, Arteta has to trust them. So
Mm.
bringing back players that he doesn't trust is a waste of your time and money, right? I mean,
Yeah,
we've got Pepe on the sidelines. He can't get in the game, all right? When we need him, we need scoring. We bring in Nketiah, who hasn't given us scoring in the past. I mean, this is a blip right now. Hopefully, it's a trend, but right now, you know, Pepe's done more in terms of scoring than Nketiah has over the last couple of years, right?
yeah,
So if he doesn't trust you, he doesn't play you, and for me, the issue. I mean, you brought him in, and what manager gets to basically set up their entire squad the way they want? They don't work with what they have. They don't, coach these guys and big them up, and get the most out of the players that they do have. What manager gets that opportunity? Most don't. And
You,
that's how
you
you
know what,
learn,
for
right?
guy, you,
Yeah,
you know what? I see David Moyes doing that, and it has kind of bit him on the backside a few times lately. Um, they are. He has got West Ham have got the thinnest squad I've ever seen. They haven't even got a backup for Antonio, and Antonio's not even a striker, right?
yeah,
He's a winger, right? He's even a better right back, and he is a striker, right? Um,
yeah,
and but David Moyes has got international players who he just wouldn't even touch because he doesn't trust them, and that's hurt them as they're going into the final quarter of the season.
yep,
And as a result, they're just focusing on Europe now. They're in the semi-finals, and I know you guys have got them coming up. I think West Ham are going to throw that. They're going to have to throw it because I think it's in between the semi-final legs, isn't it? I think
yeah.
that
It
game.
is. It is. So if they come out and it's a draw, then they're definitely not going to bring much to that game. If they come out and they blow them away, maybe they
Yeah,
might bring something. But like you said, they can't afford to take the rest that they struggle in the second leg. So yeah, we're in a good spot in that sense. But you know what? The last three teams didn't have anything like that to play for, and we still gave them what they wanted. Right? They got
yeah,
something out of the game. So it's for me, it's more about Arsenal because I think we were better than what we showed in the first three games. The last game, I think that was part of that was us. Part of it was Chelsea. Part of it obviously was the pitch, right? Because that's what
yeah.
Tuchel said, right? The pitch was to blame for the way the game went. But no, I think we have to, and this is where I think the coaching. This is where the coaching has to play a part because I think Arteta has to, like I said, come into these games with a prepared team ready to go.
Hmm.
I don't know if he's learning that or if he's what's going on there, but that's something he has to do better. Which this is the problem when you bring in a manager, right? A new
Yeah.
manager has never managed before. I mean, who does that? You'll never see like a Real Madrid or Barcelona take somebody who's never coached before and say
You know
and
what? I
say
get that.
and say and say, here you go, here's the keys. We're gonna let you figure this thing out. They don't.
I do
It
get
doesn't.
that.
It
I
doesn't
was
make.
asked that question. When was the last time that happened? And people in the chat may correct me, but I think it was Kenny Douglas at Liverpool, and that was the mid
Mm,
'80s last time that happened. Just complete novice and walked into a top job in the country.
yeah, it's not, and it to me it doesn't make. It's not. It's the same way you wouldn't do that to one of your players. So why would you do that to a manager, right? I mean, you don't bring in
Yeah,
a player who's been playing in the U21s and then say, all right, you know what, you're going to start, on the back line or the front line for, Real Madrid or Arsenal or, you know,
yeah.
Man City. That's Man City's not putting anybody on their team that hasn't got any experience, right? You never see that. And so that's my thing is it's not really something that most teams can afford to do. And if it works out, cool. But I think it's a little.
It's a risk.
It doesn't. It's a risk, and it
It's a risk.
doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't understand. You don't need to do it. There are there are managers out there. Even if you don't want, even if you have a certain type of manager you're looking for, you don't want to go spend top money on some of the top managers out there in the world. There's definitely there's definitely managers out there experienced that can
What
come in and do a job as well.
and Villarreal? You were former manager.
Hmm.
Is Champions League now. Champions League semi-finalist.
Well, you know what?
Right?
I think that's part. I think that's
Emery's a
part
funny
because
one.
he wasn't going to work because once again, it's this trust thing again.
Yeah.
The team didn't trust him. They trust Arteta for some reason, and why? Like, it can't just be because he put on an Arsenal shirt because he hasn't actually shown you on the pitch as a manager that he could do the job. So it makes no. It doesn't. You can't back it up and say, "Here we go. This is the reason why."
If you think back to the Emery's season, his last season, really. Can you see kind of like similarities between that Arsenal team and their mentality and this Man United team and their mentality? Is that they can throw a manager under a bus, with his player power.
Well, you know what? That's what. Well, the teams that both teams did exactly that. So it starts at the top. They brought in somebody who their structure was bad. Arsenal's structure is bad, but they kind of gutted some of it. Not all of it, but they gutted some of it. United, I think many will say their structure is just really poorly. They're just poorly run, right? They may spend a lot of money, but they're poorly run. They're not sustainable. Nothing they do can build. They can't, like, for me, like right now, we win this game against Chelsea. If it's a gift or not, I don't care. But they need to build on it for the next one, right? A
Yeah,
seasoned manager will take this win and go, you know what? Go out and you go against Man United and you could come away with that win because now
yeah.
you've got a little bit of confidence in you. They build on that's what the season managers will do, right? They will take what their team has got and then it will like build on it for the next match. So
I got
yeah,
it. I got it.
no,
Um,
Emery's in a good situation there. I mean, he's not battling for top four, right?
yeah,
It's a club situation, right? And you got the same thing, with Arteta when he got the FA Cup. We weren't really playing for top four at that point, right? And so
I know.
you can
That
focus.
Villarreal, they, they are a good team, but they're not producing in La Liga either. And I know they beat Valencia on a weekend, but they're not the Villarreal they were, a few years ago. But
Yeah,
what is good is that they're actually paying for all travel of their fans to Liverpool for the away leg.
they should. They
You
should.
know?
I mean, that's what teams should do. I mean, this is it's a big deal. They have an
Yeah,
opportunity to go in there, and you know what? Liverpool has lost games, right? They have struggled.
yeah,
So, and you don't really have to necessarily get the win. You just can't get blown out, right?
yeah,
If
yeah.
you lose by one and you go back home, that's all you need. That would be really
And
good.
it's
I
a
don't know. I don't think they can do it, but I
I
mean
know.
that's what they need. They need to be able to get something out of this game, be it a clip.
Who do you think the finalists will be in Champions League?
I think it'll be the two England. I think it'll be the two England teams. Even though I kind of Real Madrid. I don't know if City. I think if it's high scoring,
Yeah,
then I think many might say Real Madrid probably will go through if it's high scoring, but I think City needs it to be high scoring because I think if it comes down to a really, really close game, I think
yeah.
Real Madrid probably will win it. But if it's a shootout and some team's going to run away with it, it's got to be City. I don't think they can play a tight one like they did in the last legs that they had. I think they need to come out and blow it away. I think they need to. I don't think.
I know.
I think Real Madrid can play however they want. If they're on, it's over. So City's going to have to kind of,
Yeah,
I think, figure out what's the best for them. I don't believe their defense is what's going to win it for them.
yeah. Exactly, exactly. The midfield. I mean, when they had that group game last season, I think it was. De Bruyne ran the show. And it
Yeah,
really all depends. If Casemiro can do his job properly, man to man, throughout the game, then could have a game.
yeah.
But then with you've got Foden and you got all the others. Then if you focus solely on De Bruyne, that's if
Yeah,
he plays, of course.
yeah.
Cheddar says 4 European leagues and Champions League semi, not bad for that. It ain't. It ain't.
No,
I
no,
get
he's
that.
he's done good,
But
and if not, it's I think he's done good. So, and he's not done it at the same squad, so it's not like all right, well, he's been in the same place, and that's all they've ever done. No, no, he's gone. What is his third club now that he's won it with? So, what are you going to do? Not everybody wants to win those cup games that they're in, right? Or
that's knockout
the
football for
European
you
leagues.
as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Where seasons are long running, and I don't know. I don't think Arsenal has recovered since that Emery season, where they got caught and they lost the golden ticket to the Champions League. Really,
Well, you look at that game and you're like, we weren't ready. You weren't
Yeah.
ready. I mean, yes. I mean that total destruction in that game just showed that's where the team was, right?
Yeah.
They just didn't have, they showed it on the biggest stage, right? And that's he didn't one. I don't think he, like I said, he didn't have support of the owners and the management above him, and I
I know.
don't think the players trusted him. And
Yeah.
I think that's because he didn't have his players. You think if that's Arteta, the way that their work, the way that the process works right now, he would have players that he trusted and that trusted him.
But who has now got the last laugh? Just a few seasons later, who's got
Hmm.
the last laugh?
Well, we'll see. We'll see. That's now, right? In 2 years from now, we might be the ones laughing. Arteta might be the one laughing at that.
Now
Yeah.
I'm on about Bamiyang, I'm on about Bamiyang compared
Uh,
to, you know, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Just
you know what? If it doesn't, if a player isn't going to work, if the player isn't
yeah.
going to fit, you can't keep them. I don't understand. I don't believe you pay them to leave. Not when they have value.
Did he
That's the
really have
part.
value because of his attitude,
He
though?
had value outside of the Premier League or outside of Arsenal. He could have scored anywhere he went. He would have done the same thing, and I believe in any other squad because they would have had better players around him to get him the support that he needed. Right?
I know he's at Barcelona, and I know he's scored a few, but the teams he's scored against so far, they are,
He
less.
wasn't scoring. He wasn't scoring against the bottom 10 at Arsenal.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? It's not that it's an easier league and all of that. It's he wasn't even doing it with Arsenal playing teams that are in relegation bottom of the league tables. He wasn't doing it there either. He was sitting in front of the goal with opportunities, not scoring.
fair point.
Yeah, and
Fair
that's
point.
more
Fair
that's more
point.
about it.
Well made. Fair point.
That's more about his head than anything. He didn't want to be there.
Yeah,
And mentally he kind of checked out. So he just
he
sometimes you
checked out
just
the moment the ink dried on that new contract. That's when he checked out.
I like to think it didn't, but I can't say no. I did. I think the path the team wanted to go down was against everything that his style of play.
Yeah.
And I don't. That's the part I don't get is why did they sign him if they weren't going to utilize him the right way?
I think it was the fan reaction if they didn't offer him a contract. I am
Yeah, I hear
totally
what you.
convinced
Yeah,
of that.
yeah. I hear what you're saying, but you know what? As a club, why do you care what the fans think if you know what you're doing is right for your team? This isn't a one art. Batman wasn't a why you. The
I
reason
do
why.
apologize. I
Yeah,
just
the reason why you put that money into somebody like that is because you plan to use them.
but also
That's
as well, nowadays, when like Man United's AGM, uh, you mentioned that why would they have that kind of thinking about social media fans? It's part of the club accounts now. It's part of the kind of revenue streams in which uh, and
it's a costly
yeah,
mistake because they spent all that money on him and then they let him go. And not only that, but they did that to the previous star. So two times they put a 350K a week salary in front of a player. They signed it, and then they had to basically pay them to leave.
yeah, yeah. You're right.
Fool me once, okay, got it. Twice, come on,
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
do that because it just hurt the team structurally, right? I
Well,
don't know if
the Arsenal board should have listened to me and Tony.
you.
Gary, on that which the game's just restarted. Can I
Yep.
do the watch along on my own, brother?
Oh, if you want to,
Yeah,
no problem.
listen.
I would.
Give your channel a plug and also put a link in the chat as well.
I will definitely do that. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
Give
Adam,
it a
for having
plug.
me on. So, as you see, DWTT, the trip, Mondays, it'll be 12:30 a.m. for those in the UK, 7:30 p.m. on the East Coast in the States. So, I will see you. Have a good one. Thank you, Adam.
No worries, no worries.
Mhm.
Make sure you put a link in the chat, yeah?
We'll do. We'll do. All
Good
right.
man.
See
Many
you.
thanks, Guy. Much
All right. No
appreciated.
problem. Thank you. All right.
There you go. great friend of the channel, Gary there. I think he's from Chicago. I think he is, but he's in the chat anyway, so he'll correct me if that's incorrect, I suppose. All right, second half started. It's Burnley 2, Southampton 0. Brownie's 2 bets have already gone down. I've gone 3-0 to Southampton. I went 3-1 to Southampton. So what do I do now? Right, this is the third and final bet in which I'm doing on his proxy game. And I'm doing only a fiver this time. I'm doing a draw. I'm going to see Southampton come back and draw. 10-1. There you go. Let's see if that happens. But anyway, Gary, check a link into your channel. Guys, check Gary's channel out. Mainly Arsenal content, but hey, he's a great friend of the channel. And please check out his content as well. So, Southampton on the attack down left-hand side. Connor Roberts puts it out. And Southampton made a little bit of progress down their right-hand side. Boom. I do enjoy having Gary and the Americans on. Good chat, absolute good chat. Also as well, Southampton Arsenal fan circle as well. Everyone can be found on as well, and it's good to have a different kind of a different viewpoint, especially from the States. There he goes. Gary says the trip is on Monday. Okay. Put the link in, Gary, or do you want me to? Let me know. Okay, Southampton going down the left-hand side. Can I get an early go? Cross come over, easy for Pope. Easy. Do that, take that kind of cross all night long. Okay, Burnley now on the left-hand side. Little thread ball, but Southampton win it, and then countering. It's 3-on-3 at the moment. Okay, I'll do it now, guy. 1 second. Hang on. Okay, I do apologize, Guy. I put a link to one of your shows. Okay, I couldn't find the channel link on. Couldn't find the channel link on the main page. I'm not that good with YouTube I'm not that good on YouTube on laptop. Did it go? They did, my friend. They did. They're going to be on the Q&A later on. I think it's just Jamie. Jamie is going to ask around, but I have said it's not going to be a full-on Q&A about Treaty United. Just an opportunity for them to introduce them and the club to the regulars in the chat with so man. But yeah, they did get back to me. Jamie did get back to me. So it's 52 minutes, and Burnley 2-0. What time? I'm going to set up the Q&A, mate. After the game, it'll be around about 20 to 30 minutes after the game finishes. So, what we're looking at now, coming up to midnight my time. So 52, 40. Looking around about 1:15, I think. Sorry, my time 1:15. Your time 10:15. So, Burnley with a corner. Can I get that third goal, which would really put this game to bed? Cross come over. No, rubbish cross. This game's down. It has always been end to end. Ball down the line, Burnley easily dealt with by the Southampton defence. I'm on 53. Well, coming up to 54 minutes. Come on, man, bloody hell! Okay, Taylor, knocking it back to the Burnley defensive line. They've done well. They've been attacking really well. But Southampton have had their opportunities, especially with two corners, which plumb on the forehead of the centre half, but both of them completely off target. Should have converted both of them, in my opinion. Okay, just bear with me. I'm going to the toilet and I need to top up my drink. Talk amongst yourselves. It's 2-0 Burnley at the moment. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Drink topped up. Still 2-0 to Burnley. And, uh, and yeah. And again, many thanks to Guy for coming on during the halftime break, or just before the halftime break, really. Please check out his channel. I did put a link in, and yeah, check him out. Even if you mainly Arsenal, but even if you're not an Arsenal fan, check out his channel. Give him a support because he absolutely supports his channel as much as possible. Okay, Southampton trying to at least get one goal back. Consolation, maybe? I don't know. You tell me. Brownie's third bet, because the last two bets have gone downhill big style, is that Southampton will come back and take a draw here. I think that my third bet is going to go down as well. But never mind, we'll see how it is. Southampton got bit of possession last 5 minutes, not getting anywhere with it. But cross come over. Ooh, deflected. Pope put it behind. So Southampton corner. Okay, corner come over. Half dealt with, let's just say. And the Burnley player's down, and as a result, play have stopped. I think, I don't know whether or not that it would only have been 2 or 3 seconds more play. I don't know. You guys tell me. It would only have been 2 seconds more play, but Southampton clearly had the ball in the Burnley area and had an opportunity wasted now. Or lost, let's just say. Okay, with a player down, uh, the other players again a water break. So I'm gonna do a cheap bloody plug to the channel. Please like, share, most importantly, subscribe to Football Brownie. Remember, subscription is free. Check the details below. New channel figures are above, right? And if you like interviews with former footballers, yesterday I had a great interview. Some have said it's my best. Some have said it's my best one. I had a great interview with former England international, Newcastle and Wimbledon legend when Wimbledon were in the Premier League, Warren Barton, who Guy would know because Warren Barton is on. He's a pundit on Fox Sports in America, living in San Diego at the moment. So please check that out. Let me know what you think of it. People have said it is my best. It is my best interview to date. So the feedback would be very very welcome. That's for sure. Okay, Southampton now. I've got possession. A bit messy at the moment and been turned over at least 3 times. Burnley on a counter attack going down the left hand side. Cross come in, blocked, gone for a Burnley corner. Okay, Burnley with a corner. Ball come in. Southampton player did put head to it, but stimmed off his forehead and gone for another Burnley corner the other side of the pitch. Ball come over. Is that? I think that's free. Ball come over, went deep. Burnley player headed it back in. I think Fraser Forster claimed that he was fouled. Probably look a VAR on this one. Surely they have to look a VAR. Was he offside anyway? Hang on. Yeah, he's surely offside then. I don't think there's a foul on the keeper. Fraser Forster should have collected that. Don't think there's a foul on the keeper, so you can write that off. Whether or not it was offside is a different matter. What do you guys think in the chat? You can write off a bloody challenge on Forster. Forster should have bloody been more strong. But I think it's going to be a goal. I think they're going to... no, offside. So still 2-0. Brownie's bet is still on. Brownie's bet is still on. Okay, 2-0, 65 minutes gone. This game is losing its impetus a bit. I think Burnley know that they're going to collect the 3 points, but I'm getting bored now. Talk to me in the chat. Talk to me in the chat. I'm getting freaking bored with this game now. I need Southampton to score. Make it a bit more interesting. Okay, 34 goes long. Burnley dealt with it, but turned over by Southampton. Something tells me that Southampton are going to score. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Okay, Southampton going on the right hand side here. Going right across, they switched it basically using the midfield pairing, but they're not gaining any ground. Okay, cross come over. Great. Oh, what a save by Pope. What a save by Pope. Cross come over. The striker got away from his marker, hit it on a volley, and Pope, great save. Palmed it over the bar. What a great save by Pope. People have been on about whether he's England number one at this moment in time, but I'm telling you, he hasn't. He hasn't done his England call up any harm at all with his recent performances. Okay, Southampton with a corner. Ball come over again. Pope punches away. Burnley get the second ball. We go long, but I tell you what, we're winning the second balls all the time, Burnley, at the moment. And that's the difference. That's the difference between both sides. They're Burnley on the attack. They've gone out left. Cross come over, blocked by Southampton defender, and it's it's a Burnley corner. So 2-0 Burnley at the moment. I'm on 68 minutes. Try saying that with bloody speech impediment. 68 minutes. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Corner come over. Went, rubbish bloody end product there by Burnley, and it's a goal kick to Southampton. What is Southampton doing? They went short with a goal kick and put themselves under pressure now because Burnley have turned the ball over. They turned the ball over themselves now. Okay, now somehow we managed to get the ball down to the right hand side, Southampton. Some of the decisions of Southampton players are taking weird, if I'm honest here, as if they had the beats already. Anyway, it's a free kick to Southampton. About 10 yards outside the Burnley penalty area. So Ward-Prowse with his free kick. Can he conjure up something? Southampton need a bit of magic from him, I'll tell you. Free kick coming. Oh, Pope palmed it over. It was on target. It was on target. So corner, a resulting corner. Burnley headed away to the edge of the area. Oh, Southampton through. Ah, brilliant defending. Brilliant defending. No, he went offside. That was brilliant defending. Another corner. Southampton putting pressure on a bit now. Referee's bloody pulled it up. And it's all kicking off a bit now. It's all kicking off a bit now. Great defending by Burnley. Absolutely great defending by Burnley. Proper old-fashioned defending. So it's still 2-0 to Burnley. So the referee's got a card out at the moment. And giving two players from, one player from Burnley, one player from Southampton the yellow card. And big shout out to Juan Barton for just retweeting a clip in which I done I done everything last night. Fair play. It was one about I don't know if you guys are on Twitter, but I clipped one of his memories of the late great Guy Speed, and he's just retweeted. So if he is watching this, many thanks for him. Much appreciated that interview. That interview was great. It really took me down memory lane. Type what football was like when I was growing up. Really, really appreciate that, my friend. So, guys, if you haven't watched that interview, I really would appreciate it. Just to have I do like doing these interviews. I really do. Some are, they don't really get the number of views in which they deserve, because boy, it's hard work getting some ex-players to basically have confidence in you that you're not going to be a twat, if I'm honest with you. But yeah, if you did, I think it's one of my best. I've had great feedback. Would really appreciate if what I will do, guys, I will put a link. I will put a link to that video in the chat. I'm really proud of it. If I'm honest with you, I'm really, really proud of it. And there's the link when it does happen. The link for that Warren Barton interview is in the chat, whether it's in Facebook as well. Really enjoyed it, and yeah, really, really enjoyed it. Steve Denham's in the house. Hi, Steve. Hope you're well. What does he say? What does Mr. Denham say? Hey, 1 second. Okay, hang on. Southampton in the cross come over, no cross come over. Real pinball in the Burnley area, but Southampton turned the ball over again. Wrong option again. The final third was Southampton. Wrong option again. Steve Denham says, when you're growing up, was it black and white or could you see in colour? You cheeky. I'm not that old. However, I'm not that old. I was always colour mainly. However, one game was in black and white. And it was because I used to stay at my auntie's quite often. Actually, when I was younger, because my mum and dad divorced, my dad, fortunately, basically, in my opinion, committed suicide. But my mum still wanted to work. So with her sister helped was babysitting me, and in the kitchen was a black and white TV. I don't know why, but I do remember one game in which I tried to watch in my very early years of watching football on that black and white TV, and it was a friendly. Now, it could have been before the '86 World Cup or after, I can't remember, but it was Israel against England in Tel Aviv, trying to figure out which team was which because I think Israel in those days had a light blue top. Trying to figure out which of the teams were very hard work, I'll be honest with you. But anyway, yeah, you know what? It's 77. I'm going to try and figure out, right, when that game actually was. I think, did 88? Come up 88, hang on. No. It could well have been 88, actually. Yeah. Could well have been 88. Says no. I think it actually was no. Yeah, so there you go. Steve, have you watched the interview I done with Warren Barton yesterday? If so, let me know how you think. Cheers, Warren. Much appreciated. Go Newcastle fans now jumping on that tweet, and yeah, I'm really proud. I'm really proud how that interview went yesterday. Okay, 79 minutes now. Steve Denham says, "Go watch later. Seen it yesterday." Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries at all. No, just let me know. Yeah, just let me know. Okay, Burnley on the attack. Could have been three, but the cross was behind the striker. Last 10 minutes now, and Southampton. To me, Southampton are on a beach here. Okay, Southampton cross come over. Pope collected well. Pope has played really well, and it's not the only. He's been playing really well for Burnley on a consistent level. People are claiming that he is England's number one at the moment. Would you agree? Or maybe Ramsdale, Pickford. Steve Denham says, I enjoyed the last two interviews went well. Yeah, Carlton Palmer and Kevin Ratcliffe. But you know what, Steve, right? You know what? As the channel is getting more popular, as the channel is getting more popular, the kind of after the interviews happen, it's not just a one-off, and they never talk to me again. It's basically, we have kept in touch. Carlton Palmer, me and Carlton Palmer, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? It's whereas before it was an interview, and they never wanted to, and yeah, Budgie, me and Budgie, John Burridge, me and Kavanagh. But some of the others back in the early days, I am bloody heard from or had a message or anything from, and vice versa. But yeah, it as it's getting popular, and maybe word is going around. You always have many thanks for having me on. Much appreciated. But no, the rapport, and the warmth is still there, which I think is really, really interesting. And thanks, Guy, for retweeting that as well. Steve Denham says it looks like it went really well, and we'll be keen to do it again. The interviews are like just talking. Don't know. I know. I love it. I love doing them, and it bloody hell, it's hard work at times. It really is hard work at times. But I do think that once because Carlton Palmer, for example, because of other things, and it took me 9 months to convince him to finally come on. He did say 9 months ago that he will do it, but things and he was a manager of non-league club then, and yeah, but 9 months it took from start to finish, and yeah, so we got next up is a former Arsenal player. Next up is a former Arsenal player. But if I'm honest with you, uh, more known for being a Crystal Palace player. If I'm honest with you, and also as well, the CEO of the Welsh Football Association has said yes, but we haven't got an actual date. Also as well, a well-known YouTuber or part of a well-known football YouTube channel has agreed. And tomorrow as well, we're actually doing a Brownie Meets. We actually are doing a Brownie Meets. With view, Brownie meets a view from the stands, and he comes in quite regular into the chat, and we're gonna finally. It should have been done ages ago, I'll be honest with you, and it is my fault for that. But yeah, Brownie meets a view from the stands. Next week it'd be Brownie meets Bump from Channel Bump. Right? So yeah, it great. It's all going really, really well. CF11, hi CF11. Hope you're well. Coming into 85th minute, and it's Burnley still 2-0. um, Black and White Telly in 88. Yeah, what? No, it was. It's kind of no, it was like it was in a kitchen type of thing. Do you know what I mean? It was in a kitchen. So in the main room, in the living room, they had a bloody a colour, but in the kitchen it was a small. I don't know why I watched it in the kitchen. Don't know why, but I did. Maybe maybe I don't know. Maybe I couldn't go in the living room for whatever reason. Maybe they were cooking or something, and they had to keep an eye on me. Shot by Burnley outside the area. I don't know, but I did. I remember that Israel England friendly for some mad reason. Karish. Hi, Karish. Hope you well, my friend. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the madhouse, as some would say. Guys, there is a late night Q&A. What we looking at? Probably on the hour now. I thought it would finish later, but probably on the hour. You know what? That's a good name. How about trying to get Eric Young on? Meant to be working as an accountant for some construction company now. He may be glad. Hey, you know what? CF11, right? People think that the football industry is huge. It really isn't. It's a very small community, very cliquey. You need to get in with some of them. And you know what? Maybe with my next interviewee, if I use the word, or next guest to interview, um, he could then put me in contact with Eric Young because I know he played with him. So, yeah, a good shout. Good shout. I'd love to get Phil Stant on CF11. I don't know how to get in contact with him. Uh, my favourite Cardiff player of all time. Taylor. Maybe I should ask Kevin Ratcliffe. They did play with each other, didn't they, Wales, Ratcliffe and Young? Or was Young after Ratcliffe? I can't remember now. But definitely, my next guest, I would know more. See, then I had a black and white portable, but when I was young offender, oh, you know what? You're lucky to have a portable. I was in Young Offenders in '96 or '97. Whenever Chesterfield and Middlesbrough went, I never forget. It was a year Chesterfield and Middlesbrough won an FA Cup semi-final, and I just had a radio. Okay, coming into the final 2 minutes now of the game. Burnley 2-0 coasting. So we'll have a cheap plug of the channel. Welcome to Football Brownie. Hope you're well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe, spreading the love in this big bad world of ours. Before we go any further, please like, share, most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Remember, subscription is free. If you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe button right now. Don't forget the notification bell. Channel figures are above before the show. I want to see an improvement after the show. All right? Northampton. Yeah, that's a late night Q&A conversation, I reckon, Steve. Okay, Southampton going down the right-hand side. Got a corner out of it. Corner easily collected by Pope. Gone into additional time. I don't know how many minutes left. How long additional time? 5 minutes. Jeez. Right, so get you your questions and that ready for the Q&A. We are going to be joined by a guest on the Q&A as well. One of the guys from Treaty United. He's just going to have a chat. It's not full Q&A about Treaty United. Just he wants to introduce himself on a live chat. I said, you know what, bloody hell, it's risky. You don't know who the hell is going to come in. But just want to introduce himself to the regulars. We will be doing a Treaty United watch-along tomorrow. And that's basically how the summer months are going to go. So pre-season, we all know League of Ireland do a summer league. So we're just going to, as a channel, we're just going to be following Treaty United. We're in the second division in Ireland. Just going to be following, to give us something to do, really, I suppose, during the summer break. Okay, it's 2-0 still. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe. If you ain't new to the channel, check out that link top of the chat and become a member. Help us out becoming a member. Brownie, Steve says, Brownie, where Tufty gone? What's happened to him? Just vanished. No one knows, my friend. No one knows. I'm trying not to think anymore because people are saying, look, it's YouTube. People come and go. But, I don't know. No one knows. I've tried all avenues, man. I really have tried all avenues. I'm disappointed, if I'm honest with you. Even if he didn't want to do YouTube again, just let anyone know that he's okay and he's safe. No, and no one's heard from him. Only an email or a bloody direct message on Twitter or something, but no one's heard from him yet. And it's hard. I think of the worst, if I'm honest with you, because he started going on to Newcastle Fan TV, and I know that he was getting threats as well, and then all of a sudden, bump, vanished. So it's hard to think that something bad hasn't happened to him, but a few of the YouTube group in which they do say, look, it's YouTube, bloody, people come, people go, but I don't know. Okay, we're coming into a final minute of injury time, and it's Burnley 2, Southampton 0. There will be a Q&A, probably on the hour now, so it'll be 10 o'clock UK time, okay? Steve Denham says, well, if I'm honest, I'm not being nasty, but he would bring a lot of negativity to the channel, people giving him grief. Yeah, I get that. But listen, I had to hold the olive branch out because we know what kind of grief I was having, and my family members as well, and he I held the olive branch out, Steve, simply because he didn't need to give me the help in which he gave me in the end. And thankfully, as a result of that, the beef, the channel beef with, I don't want it, you know what I mean? I'm 43 years old. But it has come to, hopefully it has come to an end. Anyway, the game is over. Burnley 2, Southampton 0. And I better get ready for the late night Q&A. So make sure you're subscribed, watch the notifications. I'm going for 1 o'clock Dubai time, 10 o'clock UK time, 11 o'clock Central European time, okay? Many thanks. Oh, I better this members will kill me.